just a short little video. I've just done one, and blinking my new speaker doesn't work for some reason. Well, there you go. Anyway, just expressing my freedom of information, which a lot of people don't like to do, but I do this. I love it. So yeah, we've got it's about watchmen in the Bible, and why the responsibility as such of a watchman. So we've got Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warnest the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul." Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul. So, there you go. Hey, freedom of information, look, not a problem. Picking up a Bible, eh? God spoke to us, gave us a book, and we can read it. You know, years ago, in when was it? I think it was around the 15. Well, before the early 1500s. You know, before the Reformation in Great Britain, before the Protestant movement as such, the Roman Catholic Church ran this country, Great Britain, and you could only hear the Bible being read in Latin, you know, but no one was really speaking so much Latin around and about, so they didn't understand it. So they went along with all the religious things they had to do, you know, the what was it, testicles, wallet and watch, whatever it is. You know, the sign of the cross. And so they did all the religious things, and they didn't really understand what they were saying anyway. Quite a few good men decided to try and translate it so that people could understand it. That's not a problem, that's just translation, you know. I've got friends all over the world who speak in different languages. Just push a button now, don't you, and it's auto-translate. It's not a problem. And anyway, these men, I'm trying to fend the cat off here. Go away, Lil. Stop messing. So these men decided to, you know, translate it into English so that people, you know, common folk like us could understand what it said, and it didn't really say what they were doing when they found out. It was that bad in this country that I think it was in the West Midlands somewhere, there still is like a remembrance grave of some sort for various people in a town that were burnt at the stake for reciting scriptures, you know, in English. I think it was the Lord's Prayer, and there were all people like cobblers and I don't know, bread makers, whatever, you know, just small town folk like me, you know, and all they did was read it in English, you know, and that was anti-freedom of information. You know, we can easily see, like today, like book burning, there's not so many people with books, so there's censorship and things like that. So as much as the medieval times seem long ago, medi meaning probably somewhere in the middle, evil, Middle Ages, in, you know, in the evil Middle Ages, it's not, you know, it's not that long back, and it's took a long time of you know, laws being changed and that to get to the point where we are. But you know, to get it back to where it was, it doesn't take a lot. It takes a lot less than it does to build it up right. And that's the days we're in, as far as I can see. So yeah, keep watching, keep sharing. You must share, and come together, talk, speak, pick up the Bible. It's the freedom of information. It was written in English, and loads of people, hundreds, thousands of people, got killed to get this book in English so you could understand it. And it's there. Most of them are in there, covered in dust on bookshelves and what have you, or even in charity shops when people die. Some of them had Bibles and they're there. You can get them cheap if they ever open again. And there's all sorts in there that God wants to, talk to us about in the Bible. So don't be ashamed. I used to suffer a lot from peer pressures and stuff like that when I was a kid. But when I discovered that was getting me nowhere, I just thought, well, sack that. I'm going to learn for myself. Learn for yourself, folks. God bless you all. See you in a bit.